Hello, people. Long time no see. And I still can't see. Well, there I am. Right. So I'm not feeling so Leo Moon, not gonna lie, guys, but I'll get in it when I get going. So I'll make that a wee bit bigger. Yeah. So if you're here all the time, you know how this works. But wait a minute, we'll just see if you can hear me. Should be able to. I've just been in the membership. Yeah. So if you're here all the time, you know how this works. Right. Okay. So yeah. If you're new, what we do is once a month on the Leo moon, and like I always say, it feels like you're blinking at say it again. I do free cards. So if you say hi, then I'll be able to give you a wee card. But the on the new moon, which was just what we just had, once a month, I do the members cards in the second level. So for anyone that jumps on that's a member, I'll be starting with their cards first. But again, there's no loads of people in the membership any well, I don't know, it is growing, but there's so you know what I mean. This will just be basically a mixture of the members cards, so they'll get longer, and anyone else that wants a free card. And if you do, and if you're in the membership and for any reason you just want like a couple of cards tonight or something, and then you want, you know, your new moon cards next week, then let me know as well if you want it kind of broken up. But yeah, sometimes it's better just to get them because time can sort of drag on if I'm trying to catch up with you. But totally up to you. And I've already said to the members as well, if you don't want it in public, there's the option to have it in private. Most people want it in private, but again, I mean, most people want it in public. It's more fun, the energy. But again, I always just like to stress that if you do want it in private, just say to me. You know, sometimes you might decide you do. And if you want to join the membership, it's not too late to do that. You could join the membership and you'll be able to get your free cards as well. Didn't get any notifications you were live and had forgotten. Oh, it's all right. I actually was later going into the membership there. And I've just went live now. I'll be popping on and off for the next 15 minutes. It's checking for delivery on its way. They will listen while cooking dinner. Well, do you want me to just do it now? If you're popping on and off, I don't know. Do you want me to do? Will I wait until you're back? Maybe if you're popping on and off. I'll see. I'll wait and see what you say. I could just do some collective messages and then do it. I know that Nathan's coming on because Nathan caught me in the membership there. Is that them? I don't even know them. Red, red wine, stay close to me. I don't know the words, but that's on right now on silent. So, okay, I'll do that. Wait a minute. Let's look at the words. Maybe somebody's having a drink. It doesn't need to be red wine. It is a Friday night after all. Let's see. Red wine. Maybe it's the heat that's making me sleep. I just feel really sleepy. I even had a nap on the couch earlier, and I do not feel bad about it. I had the Love Island on from last night, and it's because, right, see when I'm watching the recording, it's so annoying. Does anyone feel me on this? No one's going to reply because nobody's fucking watching it or you're watching it live. But basically, it's like on the recording, it fucking cuts off like it's not even 10 minutes. It seems like it's like fucking 5 or 6 minutes. But it's so annoying if they're leaving it on a cliffhanger anyway. And then it fucking makes it another cliffhanger because my recording's like 5 minutes short. I have to wait till the next day to get on the catch up. So, and then I was nearly falling asleep through the catch up, but it wasn't that exciting anyway. It's just the ego, man. That's what I just keep noticing. And remember, the shadow side of the Leo Moon right now would be ego, but it's like, yeah, it's just so much. Oh man, that he's broken down on that. Again, it is Love Island. They signed up for that, didn't they? I had a 4-hour nap today. Well, you must have needed it. Right, I wanted the lyrics. Oh, it's because I didn't put in the. That's fair enough. It's my fault. I didn't put in lyrics. So, red, red wine, go to my head, make me forget. Oh, that I still need her so. Oh, see what I mean? That's amazing when they do that because I wouldn't have got that at all. I didn't know that. That's wow. It's up to you. All I can do. I've done. Memories won't go. That feels like what I channeled last night. I'd have sworn that with time, thoughts of you would leave my head. I was wrong. Now I find just one thing makes me forget. Red, red wine. Really went out in there too. Stay close to me. Don't let me be alone. It's tearing apart my blue, blue heart. I'd have sworn that with time, thoughts of you would leave my head. I was wrong. Now I find just one thing makes me forget. And then it just keeps saying the same thing. Okay, so somebody can't get your head, and the red wine makes it worse or makes them forget whatever is whatever you get from that. Now the Smiths, this charming man has come on. So this could be like last night's. There could be a charming man on their way to you, or you could be the charming man. God, what am I doing here? I don't have the idea what to do. It sort of. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's get these. Let's get. Oh, wait a minute. Like that, right? Let's use a wee mixture of these while we're waiting for some people to arrive. Because just with that kind of gate crashing, because it's always going to be part of it. Let's shuffle these and see if anything comes out. It's kind of similar, but also in the shorts for tomorrow, which I always release the night before. Usually, I just reminded myself I watched that last night, and it is kind of. I know I do it all the time, guys, but it is quite nuts. Like, whatever card came up, and it reminded me like healing the masculine wound or healing father wounds in particular. But father wounds could just be divine masculine energy. It doesn't need to be actual your father. But and then I shuffled these cards and father wounds came out. So again, look at all of them. And so I mean, if you haven't seen it, watch it. I mean, like I said, if you're new, get used to it. I do that all the time. It's not me, they do it through me, but it was kind of cool. But it's not cool because I also pulled healing family wounds, or no, what does it say again? Healing family something, and your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Like I pulled that earlier today. I was going to put it in the community tab. I couldn't be arsed. Like, I've just been really, really sleepy. So this theme of family continues because we're in like Cancer season, which is about family. I mean, it's Cancer is actually specifically the mother, not the father, but it's family. And but again, it can be your feminine and masculine energy too. So anyway, the one on the top is I've changed. I'm moving out my old circle of friends because I don't have the same beliefs and morals. I've changed and I want more from my life. So with the red wine followed by this charming man. Again, I don't know the words to that, so you might know better than me. But it's given that kind of energy of maybe it was like the friends were a heavy influence on this person or all the people that resonate with this. And like maybe they were like, oh, there's plenty more fish in the sea, you'll forget them. I don't like Mondays just come on as well, so there could be something specific about Monday. But and actually, what is specific about Monday is the shadow of Mercury retrograde. So, like I said, Mercury retrograde doesn't officially come in for a couple of weeks, but we will be in the pre-shadow. So, as far as I'm concerned, like this weekend could be a bit of a if you're aware of Mercury retrograde, there could be you yourself could be like, right, I want to get this done and that done before that bullshit starts happening. or people could intuitively sort of sense that. Because, like I said, if you know about Mercury retrograde, it is wise to kind of, you know, get the important stuff done and spoken about before that comes in and causes, you know, upset, miscommunication, misunderstandings. And it's going to be dramatic because it's in Leo. Mercury's in Leo now, just went in there last night. That's dramatic anyway, but a Mercury retrograde in Leo, that's going to be dramatic. And let me tell you, I've filmed the shorts up until, well, it's not even a week. It's like I filmed the shorts from Tuesday till next Tuesday, till next Monday rather, and they're all very dramatic. A lot of karmic stuff was coming through, some dark stuff around that Scorpio moon. So here's a heads up, you know, like I know we're only on the Friday night now, but next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all of that is a Scorpio moon. So, like I said, extra spicy if you're already with your person, but or some spicy dreams, however, you know, whatever's going down there. But if you've got any kind of bother with like karmic exes or present controlling partners, that energy felt very heavy. So I'm just sort of giving you as a heads up now. Like it felt like real heavy stalking energy in that from karmic energies. So yeah. Right. I should have fought for you. So again, pairing that with the song, someone's like, I thought I would have forgot you by now, but I'm not forgetting you. Can't get in my head. I should have fought for you. You tamed my demons. So maybe again, pairing it with, I'm just figuring out what came up in the shorts. Like, you know, whoever this person has either chose over you or chooses to hang around, however serious or casually, they do not tame this person's demons. They probably feed the demons. That's the way it came out. I'm sorry I hurt you. I didn't realise what I had until it was gone. Yeah, so that's all quite fitting together. I realise all the mistakes I've made. Yeah, I underestimated how important you are in my life. And I'm inspired. I could write a book about my experiences of you and how you inspire me. Maybe one day I will. Have a random one in the mix there. So, right, with me mentioning that other one, let's see what comes up. Well, maybe nobody's wanting the free cards tonight. That's fine. Fine by me. I'm a little bit tired. But I will be jumping. I'll be jumping off of this at some point and doing the Leo fifth house. So, what else have we got? I can't get that red wine song out of my head. Walls come tumbling down. That's reminding me of the tower. Paul Weller. I can't remember how that goes at all. I think I remember laughing at this the last time it came on the music channel when I was doing this. It's really funny. Attention. Oh, look, it's a shady one. This is very real moon right now. Attention of others. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So again, oh my God, that really fits with the. So again, I'm going to say that this is either resonating for. This is where either you or your person, can't be everyone's, remember, it's going to bring in the dramatic ones with Leo Moon. It's either where you or your person were in the past, and needing, basically, needing that attention from others, from lots of different people, or this is something where you are now. But I feel it's some more like it's somebody's over this kind of energy and realizing it's not very fulfilling in the long run because we've got no one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. So this could be generally a group of masculines, male or female, where it's like they've already went through that phase of I can get attention, no bother. I can get attention from lots of people if I want it, but I'm not liking that I can't get your attention. Like the games and the tricks that I play with other people, you're not falling for it, and I don't like it. And it's like it's that's been part of this person's ego death. Um, I'm leaving. Oh, it's a bit dramatic, isn't it? I'm leaving. I'm ready to leave a situation or a mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. So yeah, it does feel like ultimately this person's having a realization, a revelation. I don't want to be like this anymore. It's not, this isn't satisfying. I feel like I'm hurting myself. I feel like I'm hurting the person that I care about. These people aren't my cup of tea. I'm ready to leave this mindset and, like I said, situations for some people, whoever that's resonating for, because I feel lost. I feel lost without you. And, the drink isn't numbing it, it makes it worse. That's, that's a song. Actually, that's the drugs don't work. They just make it worse, isn't it? But I realized I was saying it. I'm like, that's a song. But it's like, whatever the things the things that I do to distract myself don't work. Like whether it's an addiction of substances, alcohol, or people, because people can be addicted to lust and chasing the next, shiny object, and none of it is working. Um, Attention of others, and they're like, we said what we said, so that's the energy we're working with. Emotional, and guys, look what I just said because they talked through me. Playing games. So this person was playing games. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding, or posting it to get attention. So again, you tell me what resonates. Either this is somebody still playing games with you and realizing it's not working, or they did in the past and they're waking up to that. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly be open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on, but it did come out in reverse. Anything else from this? A gamble aware advert just came on too. So this person could be about to take a risk because that's the energy that I picked up on last night. And Leo Moon is about being brave and bold and taking a risk. Or this could have been literally something about gambling. Your perfection, your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful. So I feel it might be a bit of that energy again, where this person's put you on some kind of pedestal, and rather than treating you like you're special to them and you mean a lot, because that's what I can feel this person's saying, they went the opposite way and they played games and acted like you meant fuck all to them. So hello, twin flame journey. Yes, I will. Wait a minute. I will email you. Hello, Maya Rose. How are you doing? Um, right. So yeah, just email me. I'm just going to take that away just now. Just email me. Yeah. When you've got stuff to say to me, people, email me. Don't put it there. Right. Okay. So, but hello. If you'd like a card, tell me and I'll pull you a card. Um. Right. So, where are we going now? Right. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone about. What will I do? Yeah, members, if you're watching this, I think maybe, well, we'll just give it a bit more time. But I might just start with the other one. Yeah, Maya, would you like a card before I go? It just seemed to be a random general divine masculine message. But yeah, like I said, just give me an email and I don't want to talk about some of you. Um, Forgive. Interesting. New beginnings. Right. So see how that fits with the red, red wine song? Right. Before I read the collective one, I'll pull you a wee card then. What have we got for Maya Rose? What have we got for Maya Rose? Yeah, I knew what you meant. We got Integrity, be fair and open to others and to yourself. And truth, always be true with yourself and all others involved in the current situation. So, whatever that means to you, and whatever it means to anyone else too. Guidance, you're being encouraged to ask your angels for guidance on your current situation. So maybe take a wee moment. Kindness, being kind to yourself will help you realize the potential within. So maybe just take a wee moment to go within and ask your angels and guides what that's about and what you need support with. Right. Right, I'm going to read these for everyone because it is really, really quiet today. Like I said, it is Friday night, so that's why I wanted to start a bit earlier. I don't really want to be sitting here for ages and ages. I will be sitting here till at least 10, but to be honest, because nobody's kicking about, I think I'm just going to read these and hop off and come back on and do the main one. It doesn't feel like a Leo moon to me tonight at all. It feels more like the Cancer moon. So, but at least we had fun last night. Right. Oh, it's the last one. Oh, that feels significant. It's the last one, and it's the one in front of the book. So that feels like an important message. Right. Okay. So we've got, I've no idea how to say this. Telaz or Tilatul, can't say it. Let go of blame and punishment, heal the past. So, oh no, it's telling me how to say it. Tulu sol teot. Tulu sol teot is a Mesoamerican Earth Mother of the Aztecs and the Hu Aztec of indigenous Mexican people. Oh, Maya Rose! You brought the Mexican energy. A patroness of midwives. Sorry if I've completely pronounced all of that wrong. A patroness of midwives, she's known primarily as the fifth deity. Her name derives from the Nahuatl word for garbage. Said to be eater of impurities, she had connections with lust. Oh my God! Fucking hell, how crazy is that with what I've just read before it? So this goddess could be coming in to help people that have been confused between lust and love. Lust, vice, and ritual purification. She could lure people to commit immoral acts but would absolve them afterwards. Fucking hell. People confess their worst misdeeds to Hul Sol Teot through her priests and receive total forgiveness. She's associated with childbirth, witchcraft, moon cycles, menstruation, cotton, and broomsticks. Sounds like she don't fuck about. When you've said or done something you regret, it can weigh heavily on your heart. It doesn't matter how long ago the mistake was made. You can go on punishing yourself for a lifetime. So again, I still feel that's tying into that Red, Red Wine song. So something could be playing on someone's mind. If someone hurt, betrayed, or disappointed you, it can be extremely challenging to let go of the harm they caused. I have to keep going back to the other page because I can't say it. Tulu Sol Teot brings forward the most potent healing method that exists in our universe, forgiveness. She says, you've chosen a profound spiritual practice. This process may transform your life. Holding on to guilt or resentment eats away at the body and spirit. Bitterness is unprocessed anger and will only fester, doing nothing to bring about healing change. This does not mean you condone abusive or cruel acts. It doesn't mean you forget or deny harm. It means, hello Charlotte, how are you doing? It means acknowledging that in order to move forwards in life, to claim both health and happiness, you must work on forgiving yourself and others. Charlotte, I'll just do your card right after I read this second one, because it's very quiet here tonight. And obviously just the message that wanted to come out is I feel like this message might carry on into the other one, but we'll just see. Yeah, because now there's a song on called Something About You. So I feel whoever all this is all speaking to, I feel there's something about you that someone can't get over and they can't find in other people. And isn't that true about all of us? And again, that's very Leo moon. There is something special and unique about you that it isn't someone else. Like there's only one me, there's only one you, there's only one the person that you love. You know what I'm saying? You can't replace people. So you shouldn't play games with people. That's the message I'm getting, because I said playing games and then the playing games card came out. So you've chosen a profound, wait a minute, you've chosen a spiritual practice. This process can transform your life. Holding on to guilt or resentment eats away at the body and spirit. They're making me read it again. Bitterness is unprocessed anger and will only fester, doing nothing to bring about healing change. This does not mean you condone abusive or cruel acts. It doesn't mean you forget or deny the harm. It means acknowledging that in order to move forwards in life, to claim both health and happiness, you must work on forgiving yourself and others. Just being willing is enough. Say an empathic prayer to bring the energy of the forgiveness into your heart. I will take care of the rest. Forgiving is not always easy. It needs careful and thorough attention. It may not happen overnight, but remember, there's nothing on earth that cannot be healed through the miracle of forgiveness. So let's just take a wee moment, right? Let's just take a moment for all the people that are in that energy of not being able to forgive themselves. And then we'll do the people that need to forgive if you're in that energy. So if you're in a place of beating yourself up for something and not being able to forgive yourself for the way that you've treated someone, however recent or in the past, whether it's romantic love or whatever else, friends, family, karmic energy, whatever. Because again, even if it's karmic energies, because karmic people can bring out things in you that karmic people can bring out your own shadow, like whether you have to bring out the healed part of your shadow and be assertive, or which there's nothing wrong with that. There's a time and a place, there's a need for it. Or whether it is the unhealed shadow, and it might be the parts of yourself you're like, oh, I didn't really want that. You know what I mean? I've definitely been working on that layers, right? Beautiful. I'm glad you resonated with that. You know what I mean? So think how it speaks to you, but let's just take a wee moment. I'm just gonna just really focusing on the heart. So if you're somebody that is needing, forgive yourself, just allow that healing energy to come into your heart. And I'm just like seeing like angels' wings enveloping you in general. Calling on Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing, and Archangel Michael for protection, and whatever other angels you personally connect with. And absolutely calling on Mother Mary energy for miracles, even when it might seem unlikely. And calling on Mary Magdalene and Jesus, because Mary Magdalene and Jesus are all about forgiveness, of course. And just praying for your spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial, overall well-being. And just like that card says, just take your time if it feels like it's difficult for you to do. And now we'll just take a wee moment. If you are somebody that's struggling to forgive someone, just now you take a moment and just dig deep for the compassion. What might have been going on in the person's life at the time that they didn't treat you right? Was it a cry for help? Sometimes people play games because they want attention because they didn't get attention when they were younger, or sometimes the only way that some people can get attention is by acting out or playing games. So this doesn't just mean love. This could be in any area. So again, like that card says, you don't need to forget what it is the person done to you, but it can be very helpful to forgive, because again, it's like you're holding on to the poison and hurting yourself over and over again by holding on to what somebody else done to you. I know it's easier said than done, and everyone's got different views on this, but personally speaking, if anyone cares about it, as soon as somebody fucks me over, I forgive them right away. But they don't always get back in my life. Most of the time, they won't get back in my life at all. But obviously, we can't do that with everyone. It depends on the level of disrespect, put it that way. If people play games with me and ego games and stuff like that, I can't be bothered. And again, this is in all walks of life. I just tend to walk away now. Um, but like I always describe, if this is actually specifically to twin flames, you can't walk away from the other half of your soul. You'll actually become very ill on all levels. Just like you can't cut the cords with your true twin flame. Try it. Don't try it. I'm being sarcastic. You'll feel unwell. It just won't work, basically. Might free up a bit of this. I might free up a bit of space and give you a bit of breathing room, but that's not the same as cutting the cords. That's just clearing a bit of energy up so that you can be in your own thoughts and not consumed by whatever they're going through. But yeah, you can't cut the cords with your twin flame. But yeah, I get the feeling this isn't just about twin flames. This is about the games people play in general. That's a book. Maybe somebody needs to read that book. I read it years ago, but I can't remember who's that by. Games people play. Yeah, Eric Byrne, The Games People Play, The Psychology of Human Relationships. So you can get that anywhere pretty cheap. I've got it kicking about somewhere. Like I said, I have loads of books. I just never read them. I tend to just soak up the energy of them. But I know generally what that's all about, and it's what it sounds like. So, interesting. Right. So, and because we're in this, because I've got people close their eyes, let's just imagine a cloud of mist forming above the top of your head, swirling around like a tornado with sage, and it's swirling around a green light of healing above the top of your head, and it's going down over your head, pulling out any heaviness that you're carrying, whether it's not being able to forgive yourself or not being able to forgive someone else. And it's going all the way down through your chakras, all the way down your feet. And just release that out from the roots of your tree, going down, 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 down to Mother Earth. Cancer season being about Mother Earth, Divine Feminine. And Divine Feminines are very strong energies that can carry a lot of pain. Divine Feminine healers like myself, if you are one or you know one, you'll know what I mean. Like, I can carry a lot of pain. I can carry the collective energy. I can carry clients' pain as well as working through my own stuff. And obviously, we always feel our twin flame stuff as well. So it's, women in general, it is kind of amazing how much pain women can actually withstand. Without pointing out the obvious things like, so there's something again. This is the aftermath of this is post new moon in Cancer. I feel this is. They just keep pulling me back to the song "Red Red Wine." It's that this is when the repressed feelings bob back up to the surface dramatically in Leo Moon. I feel this is people not able to push that down anymore. Right, so disconnect from the old earth of fear, lack, negativity, letting go of the pain, but keeping the lessons. So if whoever needs to let go of the pain of something where you've hurt another person and you're carrying it and it's not making you feel any better about it, it's time to let that go and send out if you can't actually apologize to the person. Sometimes it's not, I don't know, you've not got the strength to do it, or it's not appropriate to do it, or you don't know where the fuck they are, whatever's going on. Maybe you're planning to and you just haven't done it yet. Whatever the deal is, just send out that love from your heart that you are sorry, and it'll help you when you do apologize if you're gonna. And we connect to the nerve of peace, calm, abundance, balance of our inner masculine and feminine, where we would be open to receive from others that genuine love and forgiveness and compassion. And the masculine side of us would have boundaries. But again, like I always explain, you can have loving boundaries. Boundaries aren't about, right, I'm putting the fence up and shutting everyone out. It's just usually if you've been hurt, it's not wise to keep letting the same people or the same people in the same energy in different people, demons and other, just keep hurting you in the same way. Have loving boundaries. So pull up whatever you feel you need from the new earth energy. And yeah, pull that into your heart. And the additional meanings are reconciliation with a key relationship is within reach. Oh my God, beautiful wording. If you've experienced abuse or trauma, seek appropriate help. And that would be me. If you resonate with me, I help people with deep-seated trauma. Oh, wow. Look at the other one is offer. I wasn't meant to read that bit of the additional meanings till after this. Offer a genuine apology. The invocation, I forgive myself, I forgive them, I set us both free. That feels very deep. So now we've got Persephone. I mean, these cards really are very tying in together. 138. So you can open your eyes if you close them, and I'll maybe in case people went really deep, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And when I get to 2, you're going to finger open your eyes. And when you get to 1, you're going to open your eyes wide awake, if you even close your eyes. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, finger open your eyes. 1, open your eyes, wide awake, just because some people do go in quite a deep space when I do that. So Persephone, new beginnings, a time of complete renewal. You have the power to create light-filled change and rebirth. And that's what we just done there. If you took part in that live or on the replay, the people that need to forgive themselves, you'll feel that if you're open to it. And the people that need to release resentment or pain, or if you've even got that, like I said, you might be a bit like myself. And like I said, fucking take your pick. Loads of people have done loads of shit to me over the years, and I ain't holding on to that. And I also don't want anybody to ever feel, to be carrying around that guilt and pain either. Life's too short. But again, I also don't need to have any of these people around me, because why would I if people have hurt me? But yeah, have I told you lately that I love you has just come on. I don't actually like that song. I'm not going into why, but right. So, but again, the words can be very relevant with what I've just channeled here. So, Persephone is a Greek maiden goddess who was captured by the king of the underworld, Hades. After eating the pomegranate seeds Hades offered her, Persephone became queen of the dead, agreeing to spend 6 months of the year underground. On Earth's surface, this created winter. When she returned above ground each spring, Persephone and her mother, the meteor, opened the flowers and blessed the crops. Persephone symbolises the eternal death life cycle, helping us find renewed light after times of discomfort. Whilst her pomegranate symbolises her immortality, her other symbols are spring flowers, corn, and grain. You may feel lost, exhausted, afraid, or shrouded in darkness, but Persephone is here to say, don't give up. She reminds you of the dual feminine powers of diving underground, only to rise up again, totally renewed. I mean, guys, there's something obviously coming through strongly about how powerful the overall feminine energy is. Like we can hold a lot of darkness. Perhaps it feels as though something in your life is ending or broken down, yet Persephone invites you to see things differently as an opportunity for magical new beginnings. So what I'm getting from this is there's it might not feel like it, but there is a time of magical new beginnings if you can have a mindset shift. So it feels like perhaps this is someone going from being the victim to being the victor, and you can take your power back. Well, if you're needing to apologize, you can take your power back by taking accountability and fucking apologizing. I'm actually quoting that deck of cards I've got. Sometimes that card's kicking about. Be funny if it was here. I think it is, Wait a minute. Don't tell me that's it there. I don't know if that one. Oh shit. Have I spelt something on them? Fuck. Look at this. Oh my god. I can't believe. I think that one is. Look at this. Now, don't shoot the messenger, please. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. Feels like it's ruined the moment, but I suppose it's lightened the mood. Holy shit. Gets worse. You're being shady. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. Guys, that is very clear. There's at least somebody watching this, right? Male, female, you, the person, whoever this is for, karmic energy's lurking. You've done something that's not right. And you might not be taking accountability and you're blaming others. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was watching Love Island last night. And it's like what I was saying about the girl. Like she's wanted to jump ship to the other guy. And it's like she was trying to turn it around and make a big drama with the guy that she's dumping. Instead of just, calling a spade, that she likes the other guy more. She's kind of doing that now. But you know what I mean? I could see right through that. It was quite toxic. And again, she was my favourite up until that point. I still like her. But that's just a good example of, the ugliness that can surface in people when they don't want to apologise or when they want to turn something around on someone. So, take a shot, take 12, take one, okay, maybe two, move on. So again, I feel what they're saying here is somebody, you need to shoot your shot because I don't think you're going to be able to move on until you do that. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. Drop the fucking ego. Right, again, you couldn't even fucking plan this shit. That has definitely got to be the fun. This is really quite funny. Right, look, drop the ego. That's the shadow Leo moon. Make it rain with the wee money. So again, I think that's about seeing your value. The whole of the moon has just come on. I'm sure that other one anyway. That's what reminded me. There was that card must be somewhere that's like fucking apologize. Right. Okay. So, um, yeah, perhaps it feels as though something in your life's ending or broken down, yet Persephone invites you to see things differently as an opportunity for magical new beginnings. It will pay off now to dig as deep as you can into your soul for a fresh start. Make the effort to create positive change and it will reward you. Like a phoenix rising, you're a skilled alchemist who can begin over and over again in life, creating stronger foundations, soul inspired work, and enriched relationships. You have what it takes to ascend into spring, taking deep spiritual lessons from the underworld with you. So again, it feels like this is going to resonate with it. It feels like whoever it is that needs to apologise, whether you're male or female, it feels like you could have been in quite a dark place yourself. And when you've been in a dark place, you've not acted very nicely, is how you feel towards somebody else. And again, I'm going to keep saying this until people get this. It's really not that hard, people. When you recognise you've done wrong, take accountability, apologise. Seems like, common sense, but a lot of people can't do it. So you can successfully deal with an illness, relationship difficulty, or life challenge. Don't give up. See what I mean? That's quite concerning. I feel some people are ill from holding on to resentment or not or beating up yourself or and none of it is worth it. As Persephone symbolizes the mother-daughter bond, oh, there we go with the Cancer season. This card can signify a rebirth, significant change, or the healing within this relationship. But I would also say whether it's got something to do with your mum or dad, parents in general, because of what I've mentioned on the live stream that I pulled your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So somebody could have, been heavily influenced by a parent or both parents or something like that. You're a complex, intense soul who needs testing periods in the underworld to recall your spiritual power and alchemize your light. Persephone, help me to begin again, taking sacred lessons from the challenges I've faced. Stand beside me as I emerge renewed from the darkness. Powerful. Okay, so now that we've got a couple of the members, right, Charlotte, would you like yours now? I'll start with yours now, and then Nathan, you can go after Charlotte. Love how I rejoined as just was having a message to the ex regarding the kids. I noticed how there was an agitated exchange between us last weekend, but afterwards I was much calmer processing it. Progress. Oh, lovely. So that was very synchronistic. Yeah, that felt very, God, I think that'll speak to a lot of people. That was quite intense. Right. Right. Is there any, so I don't always ask this, but is there any sort of specific theme that Charlotte you would like me to pick up on, or do you just want me to do the usual? And whatever cards. I'm actually drawn to this deck because I love the messages in this. And so everyone, if you've never seen me do this before, when I'm doing, you must be new basically, but if when I'm doing other people's cards, it's amazing how it can really resonate for look, for anyone. So just pay attention. Call to action, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. I mean, this is talking loud and clear, like a Commander Ashtar. There's a call to action, and it feels like the call to action is going to help you and it's going to help other people. It feels like it's going to set something free. Ketchup chaos with the kids, 2 seconds. Ketchup chaos. Right, I'll just start doing it's on the hour, so I'll just start doing your cards now and then I'll do Nathan's after. So right. What have we got for Charlotte? I just discovered a new kind of starseed called the Mentakans. Do you mean the Mentakans? Merfolk's aliens, what a wonderful thing to discover. Yes. The Mentakans is to do with like water and stuff. My uncle is an Ashtar starseed. Ah, right, yeah. That I don't, I don't like to quote these energies unless I strongly get a download that comes in about it because I don't know. It's just my way, Like I said, I've always been like that. I always just say they because it kind of makes me cringe, Like it's kind of like what I've said about the angels. Although that did you'll see that happen tonight. If it naturally comes in and I flow through like Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and whatever else, and I'll do it. But what I have to say is there was a few years ago, like I was downloading. I mean, they're on the channel. Look, Rod Stewart, tonight I'm yours. So again, something could be happening tonight for some people, or when you watch this, you could watch it on the replay, and it might be that night. But I don't even know how that song goes actually. Somebody could like Rod Stewart, maybe whatever else you get from that. But yeah, I used to bring through quite a lot of messages from that Commander Ash. It was when I was using that deck of cards. It's hard to describe, but it's definitely whenever I've been, whatever fucking planet I'm from, it's like it's quite a strong, like assertive energy, is what I would say, Nathan, that energy. Yeah, basically. I feel a lot of Blu-ray twin flames like myself will get what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of blue in that card too. Oh, look, here's another one with a lot of blue. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. But I just don't like to home in on that too much because there's a lot of fucking bullshit out there too. Like there's some of these channels that I follow and it's like literally every day it's like full disclosure and it's like they've been saying that for about 2 years. It's just it's just a bit ridiculous. DNA karma. Right. Okay. So that's what's come out for you, Charlotte, and tsunami wake up call. Wow. Okay. So I think there's going to be for a lot of people. So let's see. I hope that doesn't mean that there's actually going to be a literal tsunami somewhere. Well, look, summer solstice, which we've just had. So love it. Right. Basically, what I was asking you was, is there any sort of theme that you're wanting me to pick up on? See what I mean? I can tell even with picking up that card, I've went into that. I just when I connect with that energy, it's quite robotic, that Commander Ashtar. It's like when there's like a really serious message coming through. It's Palladian, basically. To me, that is Palladian energy. And my Palladian guides are always with me. But it feels very strong Palladian energy coming through. Hmm. Right, okay, so that like I said, I picked them up by accident, but there's never any accidents. So DNA. Karma, 47. So this is Charlotte's, but listen up because this could make sense with whoever else. Karma, a concept in many Eastern religions, is a Sanskrit word implying the greater universal laws of cause and effect, providing an implied code of ethics within the structure of the seemingly endless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, following on from what came up last night, which we experience throughout our lives. In many different versions, the mistaken notion about karma is that it's some kind of punishment, but it's far from that. In fact, in its purest form, it simply asserts that our conduct in this lifetime will determine our next incarnation. It has also come to mean that our behaviour and actions in this lifetime create consequences in a slightly different version of the golden rule. We not only carry our soul's karma into this lifetime, but it's also embedded in the complex coding of our DNA and our genetic ancestral karma. And remember, it's quite funny because we just had the new moon in Cancer and it's Cancer season, and that is all about family and ancestors. The double helix structure of DNA contains codes that have been passed down from our parents and grandparents as well as our ancestors, and therefore we have some of the same genetic information that comes from the DNA of our very early humans. In this card, we see two intertwined serpents, and we're in the year of the snake, with double helixes on either side. Variations of this archetypal image exist in many cultures. Both traditional and contemporary, it's a graphic representation of the most ancient ancestry we can lay claim to. Our DNA, the fundamental substance of life itself that provides substantial determination of our life path. Aspects of your soul entered your primitive physical self long before you'd begun to take form. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that you came together in the creation of you. See how that fits with when I was saying there's only one you? Like, that's kind of beautiful. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent, yet as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify the ancestral design. Right, wow. I can see how this message for you, Charlotte, is going to speak to many others, because I'd already mentioned I pulled your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this is clearly a very collective energy right now, which is going to be coming through for all of us, regardless of whatever age you are. It's in the air that you don't need to carry the pain of your ancestors. You don't need to carry the mistakes of your ancestors. You know what I mean? You don't need to carry on the family curse or whatever resonates. We're the generational curse breakers. This is one of those times you can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. Ooh, we'll read Tsunami now. 140. But again, this feels like a tower moment of some sort. So I opened a page up at 144 when I said that. Is that every beat of my heart? I don't know if it is, but that's what I feel like singing. I can just see Rod kicking about. I think it's basically all Rod Stewart songs now, is what I'm gathering. So Rod Stewart could be of significance here. Who doesn't like Rod Stewart, though? Do you know what I mean? One of the scariest and more destructive of natural phenomena, along with volcanoes and earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes, a tsunami occurs when a large volume of water is suddenly rapidly displaced, triggered by an undersea disturbance, typically an earthquake or a volcanic eruption. Again, I have to say, this is about, I feel, Charlotte, for you specifically, because you already told us that, I feel this could actually be the tsunami of feelings that hit you of recently, you know what I mean? But again, this will be making sense for others as well, particularly if you're the masculine energy. Yet on the open ocean, the height of these waves seems so small and they generally pass by unnoticed. As these waves, collectively called the tsunami, get closer to the shoreline, their height increases enormously, even as their speed slows to 50 miles per hour. The distance between the waves and the trough, how do you say that? Trough, trough, because it's like rough with a T in front of it. I don't know how you say that. Can be considerable, taking 20 to 30 minutes from wave to wave. If the trough, whatever, how you say that, hits the land first, the water recedes rapidly and dramatically, followed within minutes by an enormous wave, which initially comes as a surge. This receding is a clear sign of an impending tsunami. We can't outrun the wave that follows, but we can avoid by being swept into the destruction by moving to higher ground. Holy shit. You're getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of a significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring. Yet you also know that it's time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial. So that's really what it feels is about. It feels like, Charlotte, because you said you'd already, you'd been doing a lot of releasing and, crying. Maybe that was you releasing some stuck emotion there. But for everyone else this might be speaking to, again, take heed. This tsunami of feelings could be hitting you quite soon, if it hasn't already. Yet you also know that it's time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. I can't help but notice the rest of the shorts up until Monday are all about people seeing through karmic people as well. You're experiencing a real life drama, so there's no need to amplify it more than what it already is. Often, when you look back after something like this has passed, you can recall the signs that foreshadowed that happening. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle they were easily to dismiss in the imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking up the clues and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches the land. This is hashtag all the feels. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking higher ground of a spiritual truth. And it's my twin flames numbers. Right, I've finished reading that. So, which could mean many things. So watch out, twin flame, I guess, if that ain't happened to you. But also to me that means particularly divine masculines. You could be feeling that, or your divine masculine. So we'll not pull another one of them because they're quite long. So let's get. So Charlotte, how does that? Do you feel like that's already happened, or do you feel like that's a warning? What else have we got? What else does Charlotte need to know about right now? Oh, I wasn't even using that deck. Follow your dreams. So 1985 could be significant. We're 1984, but you never know. That could resonate. Well, not never know. It will resonate with others. Follow your dreams. So follow your dreams is coming out, Charlotte, and financial discipline. And Charlotte is following her dreams because she's cleared a shitload of debt. So again, um, yes, huge inspiration for anyone else that needs to do that. Because that takes a lot of discipline to be able to do that. So, let's see. And oh my God, look, no, it's not ancestors, but kind of ascended masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions, 40. So again, um, sorry, there's a bit of gate crashing coming in your message here because we've got 85 and we've got 40. So people born in 1985 are 40 this year. So that's quite along with it being on my twin flames numbers too. That's all quite, what are the chances of all that synchronicity? But it's time to follow your dreams on your 40th, whether it's been yet or not, because we're halfway through the year. But yeah, I feel there's, to bring it back to Charlotte, there's basically, but that is for you too, Charlotte, although we're not 40 anymore, we can't take that. But um, I feel I can really strongly feel your dad coming in there, helping you to follow your dreams, helping you to stay disciplined with what you need to do to follow your dreams. That feels like a mixture of what's already happening and coming. Yeah, you would know better than me. That feels like it fits with what I'm feeling. Um, Conscious steps. Yeah, look, wow, that's like what you're doing. Considered action looking forward. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, so again, I'm reading Charlotte's, but they're also telling me to read everyone else's at the same time. It's like, it feels like whatever you've been disciplined with, whether it's like what I'm saying about with what you've done with clearing the debt before, adding more debt on, because again, look, we've not all got that gift. I'm not claiming that I've got that gift. I'm good at helping people with stuff like that. And sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not. I kind of more fell back into the not way. It's like I was actually getting there somewhere to that, and then it's like again, I think it's more just I had a bit of a quiet time, and then it's just yeah. Anyway, it picks my stuff just like that. But again, I really admire you for being able to do that. Anyone that's able to do that, it's you've had to take conscious steps to think right. If I want to get to this place in my life, what have I got to do now? That's what feels coming through. Bye, much love, visit to your, okay, have a lovely weekend. Thanks for stopping by. and just drop me a wee email if you want to. Right, so yes, conscious steps. So whatever that means to you, I feel you're being patted on the back for the very conscious steps you're taking and not being ruled by, you know, the subconscious and self-sabotaging. That's what it feels like. Because that's basically what I'm getting at. You know, a lot of us do self-sabotage. We've either self-sabotaged in the past with money or whatever areas of life, love. So it takes a lot of mental effort to see what you're doing and not do that. So right, we've got the card I'm always like is about karmic people, right? And it's funny because they all look very friendly, but it did come out in reverse. Community, your group. So, tell me some more about that. We've not had a message like this for you in a while, Charlotte, but whenever it needs to come through, it always got. Why am I getting? I'm not even fucking on there anymore. Sorry. Again, there might be something. Now, this is how clever is that if that's significant? I just got a message from Instagram, which I'm not even fucking on anymore. Again, I never deleted them, so I still get the things. It's like I said all the time, if anyone's creeping on my shit, it tells me. I get an email. So, do you know what I'm saying? Because I've had honestly, every now and again, I get emails and it's always like people from my past that I'm like, why are they even fucking looking at that? I'm not even on there. But unless it's just it's my guide's way to try to tell me people are creeping on you, but whatever. But it's kind of like, but something it wasn't one of them. It was something coming through an official thing from Instagram. So because we've got that in reverse, that could be so specific to something about Instagram, Charlotte. I don't know. That'd be interesting. But look out for something, someone that's not for your highest good anyway. Let's just get a wee bit of might just be like a nippy person. Do you know what I mean? Like someone that's a bit annoying. Hello, Mina. Are you brand new? I've never seen you before. Is that how I say your name? Would you like a card? I'm just doing. I'm finishing one of my members' readings right now, and I could. And then I've got another members reading, and then I can do your card after. Unless you're in a hurry, I could pull you a quick card. Peaceful presence, quiet mind. Yeah, I feel it doesn't need to be anything too juicy here, Charlotte, but there's something about be mindful that there's somebody that might, you know, you might just want to swerve because it's like for your own peace. So it might even just be somebody you find a bit irritating or something. You rarely use Insta. Well, that's wise. Well, wherever it is you use, for you, it could actually be in person. Could it? Yeah, it's either online or offline. Conscious step, considered action, looking forward. Yeah, just sit with that. It might not have happened yet, but there's just something there. It's definitely about somebody that, I don't know, it could just be something that you find a bit annoying or a bit irritating, and it's going to give you a bit more of a peaceful life to move forward away from them is what I'm getting from that. Yeah, oh dear. Family tree, expansion, legacy. Wait a minute, actually. Think about it, right? So I've just, because you just mentioned something about your ex there, and we've got family tree in reverse. So I think that could even be, see what I mean? Like you were a unit at at one point all together, and now you have to co-parent. So that makes, yeah, anyway. You can take this out resonates, but I think for your peace of mind, you have to be the bigger person and move forward when there's difficulty there. I'm being very, what's the word? Diplomatic in the way I deliver that message, but I would say that's what that's about. Sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. Yeah, I think it's about how you deal with situations for yourself and your family. And it's about you know, it can take a lot of strength to not snap back, is what I'm feeling there. Yeah, peaceful, but it's, yeah. So again, this, I don't know whether, did you not, you said something like that before, didn't you? That you just got off the phone. Was that what you said? You just got off the phone or something? Am I picking up on what's just happened or something, or what you had to do? But I feel that's what it's saying, for your own peace of mind. Don't yeah, look, because you're a seer, you can already see what way it would go. Decisions, predictive guidance. I feel that's what it's saying. It's like whether this is what's already happened or what there's a potential to happen. It's like use that ability that you've got to see the writing on the wall, to not get involved in something. It feels like, again, the games people play. And what's quite interesting right now is I was just looking at the aspects before that actually went live. I think they'll still be on my phone. So let me just geek it up here. Oh, did I lose them again? Wait a minute. I mean, I know anyway, without looking at that, we've got Mercury opposite the moon, right? Sorry, Mercury opposite Pluto right now. So that could make people, yeah, a wee bit tetchy, you know, like a wee bit touchy, deep things being triggered. It's yeah, Mercury and the moon opposite Pluto. What else was sticking out to me? Yeah, yeah, because it's the moon, and you know what I mean, it's your feelings and it's your communication are extra spicy, kind of dramatic anyway in Leo. And then with that moon opposite, it could be quite triggering actually. You know, people could say that, like, even tonight, guys, you know, spoiler alert, trigger alert. I feel some of the things that I could channel tonight could be quite triggering. And if you think about it, I think they already have been 21, 21. But there's massive karmic cycles ending right now as we build up to the full moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is karma. And look, the card I just read for Charlotte was karma. So huge karmic cycles are ending. Um, Interesting. You tried calling me earlier when you'd started the reading for me. Oh, I previously stopped taking phone calls so it doesn't escalate. I try to stick to messages for that reason. Sunday agitation was in person, which is tricky to avoid at handover. Oh, right. Okay. So there's definitely something that's obviously come through for an important reason there, to just as a heads up, I'd imagine, because whether it's when you next have to see him in person, or whether it is over a message or something, that don't, I feel it's like the messages don't take the bait, don't bite the, some guys have all the luck just came on as well. And is that not like, I mean, I don't know what the words are to that song, but like, he might be taking out his own stuff on you, so don't allow that to happen. I think there's a need for boundaries coming through there. Abundance and rebirth, because yeah, that's, look at all this stuff coming through about abundance. It's like you're going through a major rebirth. 16 though, power moment, tsunami. You're going through a major rebirth and coming into a huge time of abundance. And I feel it's just, unfortunately, it is just, look out for karmic people that it's not that people are trying to bring you down. It's just their energy might bring you down if you're not mindful about not engaging in their bullshit. Happy ending, when you're heading for a happy ending with a spiritual partnership. Love it. You know what I mean? That's when you're working on your own spirituality. Look at this. You're working on your own spirituality, aligning your own masculine and feminine with the eventual spiritual partnership and your own spiritual career. Could they be any more specific? That's amazing. A lot of sevens there as well. New beginnings, parenting, wow. Self-discipline, wow. Look at what I said. Effort, yeah. So that's what they're saying. It's you've got new beginnings. I think this is what they're saying. It's like a new, there's something really strongly about self-discipline. There's, that is what I've already said. it's going to take effort and self-discipline, I think, not to engage in the bullshit, but you can do it. So that's kind of funny. You need to let me know, like, if he really pisses you off with something. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does a lot, but it's, you know what I mean. That's kind of quite crystal clear there. Okay, I forgot to tell you, I'm going to upgrade a level in the membership tomorrow if my check comes in on time. Are you, Nathan? I'm like, fucking hell, you'll be the only one there. I hope you know that. Do you mean to the third one? Wow, that's exciting though. Again, look at me. It's like so I'm giving you a heads up that you'll be the only one there. So not that I'm trying to look. I mean, there. Look at me pushing the abundance away. But I mean, that's fucking hell. If you feel called to, then that would make a lot of sense of why I put that there. Because again, did you hear me saying I was considering fucking taking it away? Because I just didn't know if it was a bit random for people. But I was guided to put that there. So as well as the one at the top, you know, the really big one. Because again, I do feel there's going to be a need for that. But obviously, that's more in depth support that a lot of people need. But yeah, no, that'd be exciting because then I can get started and you will have my attention. You'll have me all to yourself in there. But yeah, other people then. That's exciting. To the third, at least maybe the fourth level too. Wow. Well, wow. Wow indeed. But again, you know, talk to me before you do that because it's yeah. Maybe the third level just now, Nathan, because the fourth level is when you're um like it's more like couples therapy. It's not like I said, there's nothing to stop people. But put it this way, I'm not somebody who's like, oh yeah, join, and it's going to be no help to you whatsoever. My vision for that is helping, you know, two people at the same, you know, when you're in the union. So, but yeah, you do. But no, definitely with that third one, I could see that the third level would be helpful for you. So come on, other people, get on there, and then I can get more involved, and you know, because I'm looking forward to doing some more of that groups. I'll be doing paid offering group stuff anyway, group zooms and circles and stuff. But because that's one of the things, and I'm testing it to see whether I like it. But right, okay, so let's now do. So Mina, I will do your cards now before I go into Nathan. So right, just a couple of cards for Mina. Mina, are you on the twin flame journey? If not, you'll notice I talk about that a lot because I'm a twin flame healer. So I always just like to ask people, oh, that's funny. Now that song's on. Every beat of my heart. And I don't know the rest of the words. Right. Mina, you're very welcome, Charlotte. That's so funny though. I could tell it's like, yeah, it's you like to give a wee heads up. But it feels like, yeah, you'll know it feels like bits that's already happened and bits that's to come. What have we got for Mina? Very specific. Again, I love these cards. They kind of went able, so they obviously come back when I needed them. So that could be part of the message. These cards have come back into my life when I needed them. So have you got some type of relationship going on currently? Are you in like a no contact situation with a twin flame? Or, you know, if you're not a twin flame, is there something going on with like blocked communication? It doesn't need to be romance, although, you know, it does tend to be romance because it's love that I'm used to heal, you know, with those things. But my part of my gift as well is to heal the bonds hurt by pride, which has absolutely come through in this live. But I've made so many live streams out over the years. I don't know if I can name another one that, but I'm tempted. But yeah, because we've got communication in reverse with 33. 33 is always my number of Jesus. So about forgiveness, and we've already had the forgiveness card for the collective, and relationship change. So, and then 5 and 6 is 11. So it could be something about November or the 11th of July. Or the 6th of July with the 33. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what you've said before I before I move on to Nathan's cards here. Defo, this week shifted a lot. Yeah. See what happens when you have a good cry. Charlotte made space to release that energy, and it shifts energy. Yeah. We'll just give it a minute to see, because I'm interested to see what Mina says. We'll shuffle a few more because time delay drives me nuts. Every beat of my heart. Sorry, I can't stop. It's even more annoying that I don't know the rest of the words. I'm going to be just walking about my house, just randomly saying that. This chipmunk has made his home in his backyard under my steps, and he's always racing back and forth watching me. I wonder the spiritual significance of that. That's hilarious. Mina, are you here? Yes. I hope Mina is here. I'm going to have to move on if she's not, but it's made a home in your backyard under the steps, and he's always racing back and forth watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Maybe there's people watching you. Google what the chipmunk means. Google, just put chipmunk spiritual significance and see what it's. Maybe we all need to do. Well, I do it right now. Let's see. Again, sometimes I know off by heart, but I'm not going to claim I don't know what the. So let's just see what comes up. Chipmunk spiritual meaning. In spiritual symbolism, chipmunks represent a variety of concepts, including protection, prosperity, friendship, and the need for both home and adventure. They are associated with preparation, foresight, and abundance due to their habit of storing food. According to some spiritual websites on online sources, chipmunks can wait a minute. Chipmunks can symbolize magic, synchronicities, and the presence of spirit guides. Oh, I think you'll like that, Nathan. Yeah. So that was from a combination of different things that have come up. Or the animal totem from the Magic Kitchen, it says, Chipmunk is telling you that something good is on its way. Chipmunk is a messenger of many realms, like the goldfinch. They move fast. They're inquisitive, fearless, and playful. It's time to act quickly. Weigh all the facts. Pay attention to how your energy is being used. Thank you for telling us that. I feel everyone needed to hear that. Should I start yelling out loud, Alvin, Claire? Alvin, maybe. Hello, Barbie. How are you doing? Would you like a card as well? But I'm going to do Nathan's cards first, so I'm going to be at least 15 minutes. It depends on what comes through. So let's see. Now, I don't think I've got a chipmunk card, Nathan, to be honest. You'd think I would with all the cards that I've got. I was just seeing if I've got any power. You know what? I want to go with these, actually. Yeah, I want to use some of these cards. Right. Do you want me to use those ones that I started off first with Charlotte, the Earth Magic? Sorry, I love this top, but it keeps. I've had it for ages, but it keeps falling down. Maybe there. Right. What have we got? What have we got for Nathan? Wait a minute. I'm just gonna send all the healing prayers and energy. Because, like I always say, it's not. I'm not just reading cards. It's light code activations and healing and prayers and stuff too. And it's a double dose because Charlotte already got this in the membership, and Nathan and whoever else in the membership. And if you want some of that, come and join us in the membership. Although I did actually pray on this review. Like I said, I'm always praying. Even if I don't pray officially, I'm always putting that. Like I said, my life is a moving prayer. And I'm quoting one of the Rebecca Campbell cards. And it's actually like the cards I read last night. But Yeah, sending that your way, especially just for the things that haven't happened yet with whatever that was all about. And right now, Nathan's cards. Right, so right, okay, whatever I'm led to choose. Right, okay, so what have we got? What does Nathan need to hear right now? What does Nathan need to hear? Shaman. I know you're going to love that. Lightning power. Love it. Ancient healing wisdom and lightning power. So what I'm noticing is this is quite powerful because we've had tsunami, we've had karma DNA tsunami, and now we've got shaman, ancient healing wisdom, and lightning power. This is like big shifts that are happening. Because again, whatever cards I'm pulling for the individuals, it's going to have me. And I just opened the book at Dreamtime. It's going to have meaning for others as well, and ancestors. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of powerful ancestors that are around you, right? I mean, all the time, Nathan, but currently at this time supporting you. Right. So and my eyes went right to the book. 125, right to the page. 125. So ancient healing wisdom. The deep, compassionate eyes of the Native American shaman portray the wisdom of one who has seen and who knows. He has witnessed visions, spirits, suffering, and joy, and knows that everything that exists has spirit's intentionality behind it. Able to travel beyond the veil of the ordinary reality, like you've seen me do right now, the shaman's primary assistant is to discern and maintain the balance between what his human community takes from the natural world and what it gives back. When this relationship is out of balance, the shaman must do whatever is necessary to restore it. Balance equals healing. The shaman lives his life in ceremony and treats everything with reverence, including the great mystery of death and even the greater mystery of life. And remember, I was talking about life and death. Don't make me laugh, Claire. I'm choking every time I laugh because of this throat infection I have right now. What did I say? What did I say that made you laugh? Was that delayed from the chipmunk thing? Oh dear, though. Oh no, throat infection. Well, that's. I'm glad you told me now, Nathan. Why did you not tell me when I was training? Again, like you don't tell me these things because I'll absolutely, as I'm channeling this and when I do the next one, let's clear that throat infection. Just be open to the miracles. So again, I don't need to hold my hand up. I don't know why I'm doing that, but we're asking. Come on, Archangel Raphael, come in with the healing and clear that throat chakra. He works with his spirit helpers, including his ancestral spirits, to help him in his earth service to his people and Earth Mother, providing a liaison between the spiritual physical worlds. Charged with relieving suffering as one of his priorities, the shaman does so by first tending to the spiritual wound, the source of an illness. So your spiritual wound you need to tend to is your throat. So although having an actual sore throat infection is agony, really is horrible, there's got to be something about connected to you speaking your truth or some kind of throat chakra block, because there's always whatever's going on in the physical body, illness and stuff, it's always connected to something emotionally, spiritually, or mentally, or combination. These healing powers, and again, Louise Hay's books, really any of them, particularly that one that, again, Charlotte might have it to hand, she might not. But again, it's through there. I really should just get that through here, but that'll probably have something quite interesting about it. We could Google it too, but these healing powers have been passed along over the millennia from the ancient ones who knew the healing and curative powers of spirit. But it will be something about speaking your truth, or the thing is, it could be listening too, because the throat chakra isn't just the first thing people say. It's not always about speaking. It could also be about where you need to listen. So it could be a balance of both. All illnesses. Oh, look, this is about to say what I just said. All illnesses, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, stem from an illness of spirit. It may be due to a soul lapse. How interesting is that? So that card, what I mean? Because first of all, I'm thinking that I'm just laughing because I know that you particularly love all the shamanic stuff, but it's like that's actually specifically came out because of your sore throat right now. If you think about what this is saying, It may be due to soul loss, psychic intrusions, ancestral karma, or any other spiritual causes that could be contributing to the manifest condition for which you seek help. Whatever mythologies or remedies you pursue, whether allopathic, alternative, or a combination, let the healing of your spirit be your priority. Know that the deepest spiritual wound is the illusion of being separate from Source God, Great Spirit, or whatever name you give the Creator. It is the trick of the mind that creates a sense of separation. This is a time for deep healing, starting with your relationship with Spirit. Call upon your spirit guides and ancestors to help you with any emotional, mental, or physical healing that you need. And so, isn't that beautiful? That again, that is always the way I've prayed, for years. But it's kind of like it's quite nice that that I actually called that in for everyone with the forgiveness, on the emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, financial level. So, call upon the Creator to assist you in mending any rift in your relationship with Spirit. Choose thoughts that support your wholeness and well being. Allow any darker thoughts or shadows to appear as well, but simply observe them as they arise in consciousness, then dissolve. See yourself as healed, whole, and complete, and it shall be. Well, that's beautiful. Right, now let's read the lightning one. Lightning. It's the great lightning. Power. That's quite funny because I thought in my head and I didn't say it. This top reminds me of like Sandy from Greece, especially because I put the curls in my hair. I wish, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like it's because I watched it the other day. Crush on You just came on, so I don't know what that is. So I've been speaking my truth, Claire, a lot more to the point. Soon I'll be getting on my way to getting off of this shot of my mother. Had a meeting with the psychiatrist, and she informed him that a lawyer's getting involved. Oh, right, wow. And the psychiatrist is now all of a sudden willing to refer me to another shrink. Go for it. Oh, right, that sounds like a load of. Well, I hope there's some kind of karmic justice comes about there because, yes, and again, you can any of that. I know any of that stuff you want to say to me in private, you can email. But right, so we see power all around us. It's in the mountains, meadows, or clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature, yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in the anticipation of the roar that follows. I'm getting tower moments for all of us with this, by the way. And I did say I felt that last night. We naturally seek shelter from the storm and are grateful that we're already being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we're not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive, it simply is. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is an awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good and bad, good or bad, in determining your decision or actions. Through this prayer or ceremony, you can tap into the spiritual force and pay close attention to Spirit's prompting. Your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access the divine power that is the very force driving the universe. But what I'm actually just going to do is, because you said about the throat, if I've got your permission, which I already have with me doing your cards, but I'm just going to let's send a bit of healing to your throat. So we're asking on the guide, we're asking for the guides, angels, ancestors, loved ones of spirit, any power animals or light beings to lift whatever is causing that infection in Nathan's throat. Please bring in the healing to relieve the horrible feelings that are associated with a throat infection. I used to get throat infections all the time when I was young, everything to do with the throat, and it was because I wasn't speaking my truth. I wasn't fully embracing what I'm doing now. I was more, like I said, I was very telepathic, and I was very quiet about how psychic I was. Um, and now I don't get anything like that. If ever you see me getting a sore throat, it's just to deliver a message. I just don't get anything like that. But so when I'm doing that to myself, I'm doing that with intention, doing that for Nathan, and then I'm just gonna have my full permission, clear, and my lungs are being given new life to as infection is being followed. Oh right, wow. Okay. And I don't know, you've probably heard me say this before, right? But when I was in my dark night of the soul, I actually had a lot of pain around my lungs, and it looked like, I mean, the doctor said it looked like, you would have thought I had a lung infection or something. But I was fully checked over in that logical, analytical way. And it was actually part of me being birthed into that shaman part. It was because I was going through a huge spiritual crisis. And my and where it was manifesting was, yeah, it was like, it's hard to describe. I actually felt like I had a broken rib or something. It was like, I just remember it was like a sharp pain here. You know what I mean? It was weird, but I had it for months. So, you could be going through a bit of similar stuff here. Like, this is stuff purging. Yeah. Let bring in a bit of natural numbing to wherever the pain is. Do you know, it's quite funny. It's like they're not giving me it fully, but I think I'm really tapping into it because it's like I can feel, it's hard to describe, but it's like my throat feels kind of all like, I don't know, like it's like that's what's weird about when I'm actually doing that. Like it's so real. Like it's like it feels all jaggy and like, obviously not as sore as if I actually had it, but it does feel like, you know what I mean? I can feel it because now it does feel like it's going into my lungs. So lift all that horrible infection and locate wherever the spiritual, mental, emotional pain is for Nathan. Find it at the root and clear it. And then you just have to have patience as that purges and clears up. And yeah, that's so weird. You know what I'm feeling right now? Like whenever I've heard something like that, it's like I feel a bit shaky in that. Like, like so I'm not putting this on, I'm actually feeling it. It's like it's like I feel like I'm gonna come out of this in a minute. It's like I feel like I'm starting to get the book. Fucking hell. Anyone that thinks this isn't real. I can feel the panicky energy when it's really sore as well. So notice that that's around the heart area too. So, oh look, see what you're saying there? I can feel a tear coming down my eye too. I would stop breathing yesterday during my nap yesterday and choking and coughing anytime I could. Oh, that's horrible, Nathan. Oh my God, no wonder I'm. Oh, well, I'll keep you in my prayers all week. I mean, like I said, I pray for you all every day anyway, especially those of you in the membership, but that's horrible. No wonder there's the tears falling down my. Yes, bringing in all that healing around your heart and around your throat, your lungs, And we're just setting intention that you have a peaceful sleep tonight where all that healing can take place overnight as well, and that you get a good night's sleep without any of that panicky energy. And if you need a big long lie tomorrow as well, that you're able to have that and you wake up when you want to for whatever you've got to get done. And just allowing yourself to give yourself the permission to rest more. Because I just feel there's been some really intense, I don't feel, there just basically has been some really intense activations that came in with that solstice energy. And then, you know, the new moon on top of it. It's all quite a lot. So remember to get extra rest, everyone, but especially Nathan, because you're not feeling well. And don't take on anybody's crap around you. You know what I mean? Especially with that coming up. You know what I mean? It's like, don't, so you could soak up other people's stuff when you're trying to heal. It's very important that you protect your energy. Right, let's see what else we've got. I was drawn to the, it's actually drawn to these. Wait a minute. Right, so I just like asked them to like, so this is energetically, but I was visualizing like a piece of rose quartz and a black tourmaline to like for the unconditional love, and the black tourmaline to like clear the negativity. So I'm saging and felt called to do so. Yeah, absolutely. If you hadn't already done that, definitely, Nathan. Because, you know, like I said, I done it for you here, but it's not going to hurt for you to do it too. Because again, sage is the most powerful healer for things like that. For, you know, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, financial, you know what I mean? Clear your, if you know, if you're having money worries, anyone out there, you know, like sage your purse, your handbag, your wallet, wherever you keep your money, your business stuff, your laptop, your phone, you know, your like, and yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because again, as much as you know, I'm the shaman and I'm always telling people things like that, I can look, eight swords. I can sometimes get stuck in my head. And look, that's my energy too, Queen of Wands. Like, and, you know, I have to remind myself of that, you know what I mean? To help yourself. It can move mountains. Yeah, I had the petite mal seizure, a few days after the solstice. It was almost a grand mal. I could feel such a large psychic interference during it. I almost faint. Oh my God. And then that's like what that card just said. Wow. Yeah. That might be why you're, well, unless you were ill before, that might be what's, you know, why you're in that place now. A night to remember's on right now, so that could be a message for someone. It's also called Long Hot Summer. We're not in a Scorpio moon. I suppose we are in Leo moon, the fifth house. Right, what else does Nathan need to know? Six of Swords. Moving on, healing. I think they're going to be saying you're going to be moving on from this rough patch of healing. Memories of the past. Equal give and take. Secrets. Listen to your intuition. Coming out of a period of lack. Balancing your energy. Sorry, they're not all round the right way. Putting addictions behind you. Getting your passion back. I really like that deck. I don't know why. I find it a bit boring. I think I only wanted it for the everything is fine card. Right. Last wee bit for Nathan and then yeah, Barbie, are you still here? Barbie and anyone else that would like some free cards, let me know because I really do need to go on to the next one because I actually wanted to be finished by now, but shit happens. I'll probably only be about. Do you know what, Nathan? That is so fun. Honestly, do you know what? Being like this, I never get used to being like this. I can actually feel your shortness of breath. And now I'm getting some straight. I don't know if you've had sinus stuff, but I'm getting some weird feeling that just went up my nose, right up my nose there. You know, everything when it comes to the throat, everything's connected, the nose, ears, and the throat. And I felt a weird pain go up my nose. So I think this is the energy. Escape it. You know what I mean? If you feel things going on, it's like the energy trying to get to release. That's so weird. Oh, and I'm finding out on the 30th if I get accepted into rehab for the 7th for the next month. I was going to ask you about that, but I know I always ask you, so I was thinking you must have felt what I was saying. Yeah, sinus affected too, Claire. You're spot on. Yeah, I can feel it. So I feel that's it trying to drain. God, it's so weird. I can feel it. It's no you, Barbie. I'm going on to you next, but it was stronger than that. You know what I mean? I felt a shooting pain. I know it's like it wouldn't be like up, but it was right. That's the way I can describe it. I felt it right up my nose. My nose is a bit tickly. I mean, but yeah. My hay fever starts to kind of affect me. It's weird. It was just that day. It was really bad, and I've not had it since. And I wasn't taking the stuff. So, right. Intuition. So yeah, we got the moon card, and there's another card. Really trust your intuition right now, and have extra compassion around yourself and a spiritual partnership. So again, I see that's two people I've got that now. I feel what they're saying is pay attention to your own feminine energy right now. You know, like you're completing. Look at this healing. Look what we've just done, and I'm literally completing this healing for you. And you're completion healing. You're in a huge period of healing right now, and you're preparing to go in that, you know, when you're preparing to go into rehab, you're going into an even deeper period of, I can't believe this. I don't know if I actually just said karmic completion there, but I think I said something like that. Again, I keep thinking stuff and not saying it, but look, karmic completion. Because we had the 9 and now we've got the 10. So there could be something significant here about September, October too, or the 9th and the 10th of July, karmic completion. There's something really strongly coming through here about relationship change, communication, rebirth, tower moment, 16, patience. I feel what they're saying is you have to have patience. I'm still doing Nathan's just now, Barbie. You have to have a time, you have to have patience with yourself right now and your own healing process right now, Nathan, in order for you to get better, just practically with what you've got right now, but in the long run too. So I know it seems like common sense, but it's coming through. Right, okay, so I feel like I just want to do some of these. Yeah, they just wanted to hammer that home. Sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within, mental clarity. Yeah, and again, I need to tap out of this because that's now I'm feeling it in my head. So I don't know if you've been getting like pressure headaches as well. But isn't that so weird that that's not a coincidence that I've just read mental clarity, wisdom of the magi, and then I felt it in my head. So it's like I can feel this energy going up my nose like sinuses and then coming into my head. So again, just sending calm and peace your way just to prevent any other further, you know, episodes that you might have or anything. Because that sounds scary. Again, I just see when it's anything to do with breathing, and I get so panicky with stuff like that for anyone, and when it happens to me. So I had something it wasn't as bad as that, but I had something that made me panic like that just the other day. So because I'm a fainter, I haven't fainted in years, but I've when was the last time I think the last time I actually fainted was about 2.5 years ago. I think it was like the start of the year, a couple of years ago, and so I can kind of prevent myself from fainting. You know what I mean? I just get myself somewhere safe, and but yeah, no, having seizures and stuff. Like again, I attract a lot of people I work with that, you know what I mean, can have stuff like that. So thank you so much, Claire, and thank you, Spirit. And yes, I've been getting faintness and pressure in my head. Right. Well, we're just gonna, you know, ask that your guides, angels, ancestors, loving spirit continue to give you that healing. like I said, now that I know that you're that, that you're that ill just now, I will keep you in my prayers as well. For specifically for that, like I said, you're always in my prayers, but just specifically when I actually know that someone's not well or something, then I can. And yes, just update us how you're feeling. Right. Right. So you see that should start to clear up for me because it's not mine, and then hopefully it definitely clears up for you. But Florida water. Right, I'm just actually going to take a wee drink too because it's because that was quite sweet. Like it might take me a wee minute to adjust. Just it's interesting. I can feel it. I can still feel it in your chest and stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? It feels sore, like I've been coughing. Right. Right. Okay. So, thank you for your patience, Brandy. What will we? Wait a minute. I done that the last time. Sorry, that's my dyslexia. But again, I'm saying there must be brandies in the audience or something. I done that. Maybe I done that the last time. Barbie. Sorry. um, right. Unless somebody's having a wee brandy on this Friday night. Right. So that's not the type of spirits we deal with around here. Well, unless I'm cleaning it from you. I don't know if I've ever had brandy in my life. I'd imagine I have at a house party when there's nothing left, and it's like you're desperate and you're trying to look for things. Has anyone ever been at a house party that bad when you're having to fucking mix the vodka with the diluted? No, just me. Long time ago, guys. I'm talking when I was young or something. You know what I mean? Desperate measures. Right. It's okay, hon. I've been called worse. Me too. Me too, Barbie. Um, right. Okay. So, right. What have we got? Dude looks like a lady. Whoa, whoa. Dude looks like a lady. Sorry. Aerosmith's on right now. The one from Mrs. Doubtfire. Doesn't look like he's wearing any pants either under his trousers. Like it's like you've seen the it's like strapped him. Like he painted them on. Right, okay, so what have we got for Barbie? I nearly said Brandy again. Barbie, Barbie, Barbie. What do we got for Barbie? Truth. We got the truth. Always be true with yourself and all others involved in the current situation. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Fun. Fun times may appear quicker than expected. Oh, aye, oh, interesting. So that's the truth. Fun times may appear quicker than expected. So look out for that. Sorry, I can't not say it a little bit like, oh, aye, because it's the Leo moon, it's the fifth house. That's the house of sex. Fun too. It is the house of fun. It doesn't always need to be that type of fun, but um, what else? But yes, in general, fun could be heading your way sooner than you think. And like I said, it doesn't need to be that type of fun. You could just be having a really good weekend. You know what I mean? Appreciate. Appreciate others by saying thank you. Discover your sole purpose. So again, I feel there is I'm wondering. I feel like there might be somebody that. Yeah, I remember. That's why I like said what I said there because I was kind of joking a little bit. I remember you said that, but you never know when that. You never know. You just never know. Um, but I feel somebody is going to be thanking you for something soon. So it doesn't need to be something huge, but it's like somebody's really appreciative of how you supported them. Heart. Open your heart to love. Yeah, see what I mean? Open your heart to love. You never know when that dry spell might be ending because of what's going on with your person. Are they still in a dark place? Attuned. Becoming attuned to your inner self will help you progress spiritually. Yeah, tune into your heart. Assertiveness. Have the confidence to say what you believe. It's very subtle, but I'm feeling there's going to be a moment coming up where I feel you might be having some type of conversation with him quite soon. Now, I don't know if you need to do that anyway, because you've got a son together, haven't you? But yeah, look, I'm anxious. I struggle with pressure at home, at work, at home with you. I struggle because it makes me feel rushed to do things I'm not ready to do. That's something I have to heal. And then Manic Monday's just come on. That's two songs we've got about Monday. Monday's significant for somebody watching this. I'm thinking of you. I get nostalgic listening to music and I think of you. You're on my mind. Yeah, it feels. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot. Well, you know what I mean. He's involved with him, isn't he? Is he not like it's his dad? It would be nice to have with the right person. Fucking I think a lot of us hear you there. Got to make light of it, guys. Yeah, again, it's very subtle. Like I said, it's very subtle, but I feel whatever he is going through, you are on his mind. Mm. I'm sorry for everything I said and did. I'll promise I will make it right between us. I'm coming back. I'm coming. So again, I don't know whether that bit's for you or that's coming in for the collective, but I did just my eyes just got pulled to that. That could be the collective stuff now. Right. Okay. So, but either way, it's like I feel as he's in this period of healing, you're popping up in his thoughts. So right, okay, guys. Is there anyone else that wants a free card? I'm going to assume not because I really need to get on with the collective stuff now. So I'm going to pop on and look. I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. So whoever that's sleeping in for, um, I don't always do this, but I'm led to do it. So let's just what what have we got for me? Because I matter too, damn it. What have we got for my divine feminine energy? My feminine energy within me. Oh, I saw spiritual partnership. I want him to come back healed. Yes. And that's actually a very important point. When you are praying about your union, be specific. Like, because you'd be surprised how many people have helped on this journey that, if you're just always like, oh, I really want to see them. I just don't care what's going to, I just want to see them. I want to hear from them. Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it, like, and you shouldn't be that desperate to. I don't care if it's your twin flame, and let's face it, for people tuning in here, it's going to be unless you've got it wrong about being a twin flame or who your twin flame is, and that can be possible. But and if you feel you're in that place, book a personal session, and I can help you work that shit out. But it's yeah, that totally went. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Whatever the fuck I was saying, it just I just I don't know what I was saying there. That's so funny. That doesn't happen a lot, but it just went, well, whatever. Right, okay. Well, I was about to do my cards. Time out. Moderation. I see, look, they're saying I can't, I've got to. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I was saying. Um, yeah, you know what I mean? You should be specific. that is what my recommendation is. Like, so if you're saying setting intentions or cleaning your, smudging your house, or, or just putting a prayer out or putting an intention out, like say that, you want to see them again when it's when it's the right time for the both of you, or when you're going to, be able to both hear each other out, or, something like that, don't, yeah, I would say something specific, whatever wording feels relevant, right? Time out and moderation. So again, I feel that's what they're saying to me is don't overdo it. So just give it another hour or something to do the live stream after this, and that's fine. And my masculine energy, my inner masculine within me. But this is also my twin flames, feminine and masculine. And that's what I mean. That's when you're a twin flame, you can do that because it's my own energy. I could read my own energy. Oh Christ. Right, okay, so uh, I think I'm just going to keep these cards to myself, actually. Yes. Definitely, yeah. So again, it's not that juicy, but yeah, wow. Okay, so follow your dreams. Oh, look, 85, and that is the year my twin flame was born. So, and Paddington's on the back there, but God, those other ones were really specific. Leadership, rebirth, happy ending. Well, that's good ones for me, isn't it? There's a happy ending coming after some chaos, I would say. Right, okay, so, right, I'm going to get off and I'm going to come back on again. So if you're joining me, I'll see you in a minute. If not, see you on the next one and have a lovely weekend. See you later. We'll see you in a minute.